She was 14. If you have a family member that's 14, imagine the police calling your family and telling you they found her in a car, decomposed. Like, to the point where they can't even identify her or know why this, and dismembered. Like, this is, bro. Hey, lock David up, man. Throw away the key, lock him up. He did it. I don't care what nobody say. He did it. From his music videos to his TikToks and Instagram, all of that, bro. He definitely did that to this innocent girl, bro. This is probably one of the craziest cases I've ever seen in my life so far, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard of the police finding a body in somebody's car and they are just out here on the internet roaming around, still dropping music, etc. Like, this is crazy. But video by Cuff Boys, man, they finally named David as a suspect. Let's check it out.
LAPD source says David is now officially a suspect in Celeste Rivas Hernandez murder. I know there's going to be a lot of comments saying, well, no shit. Of course he is. The body was found in his car. With how long this case has taken, I think it's on around 3 months or whatever since she was identified. It sounds like to me they don't have a lot of hard evidence that points to anyone. I'm saying in terms of like they didn't find DNA on her. They don't have surveillance video of really anything going on. To charge someone with murder, especially a case of this magnitude, this shit has to be airtight. But this source coming out saying this changes a lot of things. Hit subscribe, let's go. All right, TMZ is reported and other news sites are reporting now. Investigators view him as a suspect in Celeste Rivas' apparent homicide. So now it's suddenly switched to homicide, which remember, some people have been thinking that it could have been an overdose of some kind and it's just unauthorized removal of a dead body or whatever, abuse of a corpse, like any of those types of charges. But no, it's a homicide now. David is viewed as a suspect in the death of Celeste Rivas. The teenager was found decomposing his Tesla. Law enforcement sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ. So can we trust TMZ on this? I mean, they've reported other things about this that were not true at some point. As far as we know, there's no paperwork classifying David as a suspect, but one of our sources told us investigators are looking as David as a suspect. That's common sense, though. You know what I mean? Like, of course they're going to be looking at him as a suspect. Is he officially a suspect or not? We're also told they're viewing Celeste's death as a homicide.
Like, how is he not a suspect? Somebody, I don't know if anybody, do we have any lawyers in the building? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you not? I can't imagine the police going through my vehicle or finding my vehicle with a body in it and then just be like, he might not be the suspect. Like, the Tesla is parked down the street at the impound place where they crush cars. I'm pretty sure David was hoping that they crushed that vehicle before her body was found, but the smell was so bad, he got caught. So let's continue, bro.
Even though the medical examiner has yet to determine cause or manner of death, investigators are still awaiting toxicology results. Here's where it gets weird. One source claims the police investigation revealed that around the spring of 25, David took a trip in the middle of the night to a remote area of Santa Barbara County and remained there for several hours. We've not double-sourced that information, so they don't even have a confirmation from more than one source, is what that means. It's also unclear why a spring trip would be on LAPD's radar. I would imagine they put in his license plate and license plate readers to see where he'd been going, right? I mean, they're going to be tracking this motherfucker around. Any red flags, any friends around him, anything. We've not been able to find a photo or video of Celeste since September 2024, and this is the party picture that was released a few days ago, I think. That's clearly Celeste and him at a party. And
bro, either way it go, I feel like this guy need to go down, bro. Like, you at a party, look at her. She's in the back. That's definitely her. That's definitely her. This girl was what, 15, something like that, 15, 16, not even 16. And you just sitting, bro, like, he's like 23, 22, like he's way older than her. He's just sitting there partying with this young girl, most likely drinking, doing krugs. Like, man, this is crazy,
body was
bro.
decomposing and was found in a plastic bag in early September. So, and our sources say it looks like the body was cut up and that the manner in which Celeste was dismembered strongly suggests whoever did it had help from other people. It's unclear if cops have any suspects besides David.
We're getting a lot of the information right now, Ike, from investigators and from sources that they say that her body was dismembered in that Tesla that you see right there. Early on, there were questions because her body was so badly decomposed whether time and decomposition had played a role in the condition of her body, or if she had been dismembered. We understand that she was dismembered. Sources are telling us they now believe that multiple people were involved in the murder itself.
This changes everything. They're saying people cut her up and...
Yo, this guy is a sick individual, bro. There's no doubt in my mind that he is definitely the one who did it. And I'm going to call it before it happened. I think he got jealous because she's a young girl. I think if you go through his page, like TikTok and stuff, you can see that he's a jealous guy. He talking about going through girls' phones and all of that, bro. Like, he's been heartbroken, all of this. I think she might have liked the dude picture or something. He crashed out. He accidentally did what he did. And either he did it alone or his team helped him and they tried to get rid of her and hide the body. She was already a runaway. And they got caught. I'm calling it before it even happened.
work together. There's evidence of them working together, and multiple people are involved in this. This is some of the most disturbing shit I've ever heard for a young girl to be in this position, bro.
And dismembering and concealing of the body. But as you mentioned, David now considered to be a suspect. Yeah, we understand he is not cooperating. From the beginning, sources have been telling us that he was not cooperating, even though his PR team was saying that he was fully cooperating with police. Early on, we were told that police hadn't even reached out to him. They were trying to figure out, what was this? Was it a murder? Was it something else? How did her body get into that front trunk of the Tesla? But now they have been trying to get his cooperation. We understand that they're not getting it right now. It's important to note that still they don't have an official cause of death for Celeste Rivas. The medical examiner is working on that. Her body was so badly decomposed, but they do now believe that this was murder, believe that David may have been involved as a suspect.
Hold on, I want to see how long she was actually in that car, since they can't even figure out what's wrong. Like, if it's bad, that bad, I want to see how long it takes for a body to decompose. So ask ChatGPT, how long does it take for a body to decompose? Typical decomposition timeline within 24 to 72 hours. Cells break down, bacteria begins internal decomposition. Okay. 1 week, bacteria and insects. Oh my goodness. Okay. We don't want to go through that. But she might have only been in there for a week. That's crazy. I didn't know the body decomposed that fast, man. That's wild. Let's continue the video.
Holy shit. This was the big update a month ago on the whole situation. This is Steve Fisher right here.
We don't have any evidence that anything happened to Celeste at that house, but there's definitely evidence that we've collected that helps the timeline.
Bro, she's so
we
young.
now have a much better understanding
she's
of when
girl.
that Tesla arrived at that final parking spot. I'll tell you, I do have surveillance from different houses in the neighborhood showing Tesla being moved. There are some other items that were found at the house that weren't taken during the search warrant. And, you know, search warrants are limited, right? They can't just go take everything. It's what the judge, you know, and we don't know how broad that search warrant was because we haven't seen it. And that's what we'd like to see. But there were some things that were not taken into custody of LAPD that we think are significant, and including digital media and some other things that really help nail down timeline and things like that.
And you handed that over to LAPD. There's other.
We have literally the day that we, the things that we've recovered, we've given to LAPD within 24 hours.
Do you know who was driving that car, that Tesla? You don't have to tell me, but do you know the identity?
Yeah, as far as it going to the final, that what we believe is the final parking spot where it was towed from, yes.
So they have an identity of the person driving the fucking car. I mean, I would imagine the police already questioned them, but holy shit. Has to be someone close to David, right?
So.
Hold up. They know the last person that was, so is this the person that parked the vehicle in the impound? What? This is crazy, bro. This story is wild, y'all. It's crazy. It just makes no sense to me. I don't understand.
I'll say I have no evidence of a body being transferred before or after. There's no evidence of that at all. What I will say, when it was moved to that position, it was already like that. So that car had not been used in a very long time. It was super dirty, caked on dirt. I'll tell you, this was in late July. So it's bizarre because we also got media that the car was used a lot. David even spoke about it in Instagram videos. He took it to a detail shop and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, the very beginning of the year.
So, bro, if this car wasn't used for a long time, she was in there for a long time. And it said that she hasn't been posting anything or been seen for months, even a year. This is going to be a crazy story once they crack it, bro.
That car, something happens.
Yeah, something happens at the very beginning of the year, around January, February. I wonder what. This girl dies and they stuff her in the fucking trunk or frunk, wherever. The front of the Tesla.
And that car's doesn't show up anymore. It's not used. It seems to disappear. And then that red Tesla learned, which we didn't know until the search warrant was served, that there's a red Tesla in the garage, which I can tell you was leased on February 1st.
Lease a whole new car on February 1st, too. When you go lease a whole new car, you know something happened to your other car. You don't just stop using a car.
Things, and I thought this was going to be a tragic overdose, which it very well still could be. And they made a bad decision because they didn't want to expose a potential relationship and put her in this Tesla. And then maybe he thought he could get somebody to get rid of that car. And they were just like, no, I'm not doing it. And just got left there. But I will say this, there are some things that, and I'm talking physical evidence that was at that house that is, there could have been greater plans as far as getting rid of her, and it's scary, sadistic stuff. And that's why we're trying to learn more about that. I wish I could say more, but for obvious reasons I can't. But how she died, but maybe how they were planning on ultimately getting rid of her, and how maybe that Tesla was just a holding spot at the time, and things just, their timing was just off.
So it sounds like they found evidence of something in the house that could get rid of a body. Maybe it's that like acid stuff that in fucking Breaking Bad or something. I mean, what could it be? Let's see what the psychos on Reddit are saying.
Yo, David is
he was
sick.
in a relationship with the ETA, 12 to 13-year-old that was missing from their parents. He's guilty of something. Well, yeah. She wasn't even 15. Yeah, that's been clarified several times. She was 14 when she passed. She wasn't 15 yet, but no shit. Yeah, so that's going to be a lot of the comments. Obviously, water is wet.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about her, bro. Like, she was 14. If you have a family member that's 14, imagine the police calling your family and telling you they found her in a car decomposed. Like, to the point where they can't even identify her or know why it is, and dismembered. Like, this is, bro. Hey, lock David up, man. Throw away the key, lock him up. He did it. I don't care what nobody say. He did it. From his music videos to his TikToks and Instagram, all of that, bro, he definitely did that to this innocent girl, bro. So beautiful, bro. This is
work found in the kitchen.
Oh, man.
Clearly, he's going to be a suspect. But that's not really how investigations work in the real world. They rule people out. They have to find hard evidence to convict these people. It takes usually months to solve a murder. DNA evidence, surveillance, phone tracking data. It takes a while. And it sounds like, to be honest, they don't have much evidence. That's what it sounds like, because if they did, I feel like this would have taken like a month. Quite a stretch to be considered a suspect just because there's a dead body in your car. I thought this was America. Who hasn't had a dismembered and badly decomposed body found in their abandoned car? We've all been there. Exactly. I mean, even being in this position is very suspect. I find it very hard to believe he's not involved in some way. It's him or someone directly close to him. And he can't really claim ignorance because suddenly you can't drive this car and he had to go get another car, right? That's what that means. If she's been in that car for months or whatever, you know why you can't drive your car. Only now, publicly now. That's the other difference. Whatever this source is telling TMZ, the pressure's on. I mean, David's somewhere shaking in his fucking boots. He has been for 2 months, or 3 months or whatever, however long it's been. The writing is on the wall. If he was involved, he knows he's probably going to go down for this shit. I mean, unless they really did an incredible job at leaving no trace of evidence besides it being in his car. But that's like the dumbest way to get rid of a body, is leave it in a car registered to your name. Like, whoever did this is a moron. You're so stupid. Groundbreaking police work. It's a high-profile crime involving a lone and wealthy suspect who has retained a prominent criminal defense attorney. So they have an airtight investigation and prosecution. That means determining a cause of death, DNA, lab tests, witness statements before proceeding with the case, and those things take time to do thoroughly. What a beautiful way to state it right there. Yeah, David did get a lawyer back in early October who's like a known lawyer. Apparently they haven't done a lot of murder cases, this lawyer, but they're still really good. All right, so Steve Fisher is still reporting on this case. He's very good at all this. He was retained as like a private investigator by the landlord of the home that David was renting. And the last thing he tweeted about everything was on the night of December 30th through the morning of December 31st, 2024. David and Celeste were together in downtown LA, where several photos were taken in public. Celeste was 14 years old at the time and about 70 miles from her home in Lake Elsinore. Whether she was sober that night is open to interpretation.
Every time I hear
There's
her age,
photo
I'm
evidence
doing
of them
it, bro.
together on January 2nd, 2025. Then on January 8th, a sizable crew was filming a music video with David out of state, and by January 11th, Dave was in his hometown in Texas. On January 20th, 2025, he is on a Delta flight. This motherfucker has him pinpointed down to the day. So the question is, where was Celeste between January 3rd and January 20th, 2025? Can anyone account for her during that time? There were many people present in the music video shoot. Did anyone see her there? What about in his hometown in Texas? Does anyone have any proof of life for Celeste after January 2nd, 2025? When they found her, she was dead for months and months, and it's pretty much determined at this point it was around January or February.
Yo,
Here's
I thought
some
it was a
pictures that he
week.
found, I guess.
She was gone for
December
months.
30th, 2024 at 11:57 p.m. David's knife with his painted fingernails in downtown. And here's the video shoot at January 11th. What is this creepy ass picture? Oh, here's him with the same knife and fingernails pretty much. It took them 3 months to come to this conclusion. Well, yeah, publicly.
Look at, hold up, bro. Look at this guy. Just look at him, bro.
Knife and fingernails pretty much.
Look
It
at
took them
him.
3
Like this is a sick guy. Like you're let me not say he's sick, because there are people that have this style. But look at this dude, bro. Like, to be honest, he don't even look like he like girls. To be completely fair and honest, you could tell that this is an insecure guy. He has feminine traits. He's going to argue all day. He's going to be very, where are you? And please answer your phone. And, just very feminine things. The pink bracelet, he loves Hello Kitty. Like, his hair is in like a girly, curly, like, come on. Just a young girl that ran away from home and talked to a celebrity that's insane. He's insane, bro.
3 months to come to this conclusion. Well, yeah, publicly. I would imagine this was released on purpose as a source to TMZ or whatever. Comment down below what you guys think. That's pretty much it for this video.
But yeah, man, that is the latest news on David. He's going down, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think he did it. I think he did it. Who else did it? I know it's gonna be a crazy story when they finally break it, though, when they crack it. But I hope Celeste gets her justice, bro. She needs it, bro, for real. That's sad.